right, we're going to go ahead here and reconvene for the City of Tempe Housing Authority meeting. Jason, we all good? All right, perfect. So this time is now 5:36 p.m. Item number one, the call to order. Members of the public who attend the meeting physically are asked to maintain distance between other parties, and masks are optional for all attendees per City of Tempe policy. Alternatively, members of the public may attend the meeting virtually through Cisco WebEx events by visiting tempe.gov/clerk for more information. Council meetings can also be watched in real time via Cox Cable Channel 11 and at tempe.gov/tempe11. Item number two is called to the audience. The Housing Authority Board welcomes public comment at this time only for items listed on the agenda. There is a 3-minute time limit per speaker. Madam Clerk, any comments or requests to speak?
Nothing for the Housing Authority, Mayor.
Okay, thank you. I'll close that portion of the meeting and move to item number 3, approval of City of Tempe Housing Authority meeting minutes. Do I have a motion to approve the January 13th, 2022 City of Tempe Housing Authority meeting minutes?
So moved.
It's been moved by Board Member Cubey.
I'll second.
Seconded by Board Member Adams. Please vote. I can see. I can do a voice. Okay, so let me go do a voice vote for some folks. Vice Mayor Keating.
Yes.
Councilmember Adams.
Yes.
Councilmember Cubey.
Aye.
And Board Member Drummond.
Yes.
Okay, and that item passes 8-0. All right, next up here, we have the item number 4, which is the Housing Authority Governing Board Quarterly Update, and I'm going to call upon Kathy Nugent, our interim housing manager, for an update. And she's already there. Look at that. Didn't even. I was like, I didn't even see you. I was like,
I'm anxious to get out. So, good evening, Mayor and Council. Thank you for having me here tonight. I'm Kathy Nugent, the interim housing services manager at this time. And what we're doing tonight is presenting the Tempe Housing Authority Governing Board quarterly update. This update will update the activities through the quarter ended March 31st of 2022. It will have the annual action plan that will be presented for a formal vote, and an update of the Tempe Coalition for Affordable Housing Incorporated, which is the affiliate, on the unit leasing and funding. Congress passed the Omnibus funding package on March 15th of 2022. This funding package contained the funding for HUD for the current year. Funding allocations will be announced in early May, and the grid that you see here has the unit allocations for the various programs, but you'll notice that the budget authority and reserves are in the to be determined column. That is because they will be updated as they appear later, and we will send that through as a board memo to you. Funding allocations for April and May have been committed based on last year's funding levels and will be updated at the end of the new allocations when they're announced. The Family Self-Sufficiency Program is designed to enable families to increase their earned income and reduce their dependency on welfare and rental subsidies. Housing Services was successful in securing an increase in the grant funding from one family self-sufficiency coordinator to 1.5 coordinators, and this will allow Housing and Human Services to assist additional households. As part of tonight's meeting and packet is the annual action plan for a vote. The annual plan has been designed to maintain the operations and growth of the housing division and continue to apply for and implement new programming. Additionally, included in the administrative plan, the changes have been redlined or highlighted. Ultimately, the changes operationalize the efficiency realized with COVID technology purchases and implementation. After this evening, again, this evening, we are looking for the board to approve the annual action plan. As far as the affiliate and joint programmatic activities, we currently have 63 owned units, 61 have been rented, and there are 3 that are undergoing renovations. There's a 10-year capital improvement replacement plan that is self-sustaining by design. There's $195,000 approximately restricted for repair and maintenance and capital for these units. And it's sustainable by 100% is put in for the first year and 20% each year thereafter. Hometown for All, which is the Tempe City Council initiative for affordable housing and workforce housing, is for the acquisition of land for assemblage, acquisition of 81 to 120% AMI workforce rental units, funding to incentivize development, 81 to 120% down payment assistance, and it's anticipated to have between 2 and 4 million per year. Also with Hometown for All, there's an RFP that will be issued for a vacant lot. And also we will have a new website that will be launched in early May. This is going to be part of the tempe.gov website, and it will be tempe.gov/hometown for all. And it will show donations, pledges, cash received. And this will be updated monthly rather than quarterly as it's needed. Additional activity.
Kathy, quick question. I was gonna, when does that start? Just that dashboard to be public facing about Hometown for All?
It's supposed to be launched in early May.
Early May. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah. The home Arpa funds right now are about $2.5 million. These are for supportive services such as life skills, security deposits, and things such as this. These funds will be received on the line of credit and available for use beginning in July of 2022. And at this time, that concludes my presentation. If you have any questions or comments, but we look forward to the approval of our annual action plan. And thank you.
Thank you, Kathy. Really appreciate it. Let me first go to Councilmember Adams.
You did a great job on your presentation, so thank you so much. It's nice to see you again.
Thank you.
Thank you. I just wanted to just make a really quick comment about the dashboard. I think that's really, really impressive work. Because I mean, the reality is it's really the Hometown for All program. People get worried sometimes when a big city initiative happens, but they have a hard time actually tracking it in terms of what dollars are coming in, whether it's the amount equivalent to 50% of the permitting fees, or it's the voluntary contributions from developers, or then how that money's being spent and what land's being acquired, how many units we're actually purchasing. So I love the idea of having a dashboard that members of the public can look at, kind of very similar to what was done with the Public Safety Advisory Task Force, where any resident, they don't have to call city staff or call the council and ask if they want to. There's a link that's always there, and the information is constantly updated. I just think that speaks continuously to the city's transparency when it comes to a lot of their programs and making sure that our residents have access to very rich data so they can have all the information that they would like. So I really appreciate that work. I think it's a great job. Councilmember Garland?
I was going to say the same thing. I really like the transparency of it, that somebody can just get online and be able to find all the information out about the Hometown for All. The other thing I like about that is, the mayor will probably appreciate this, but when I have a question about it, I just call and ask him. So he'll probably be really happy that I'm not bugging him anymore and asking him questions. So thank you so much for doing that. I'm really excited for it.
I wasn't trying to cut down on our phone time. I mean, come on, Any other council members, any comments or questions? Hearing none. Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. That moves us to item number 5, public hearing items. Item 5A is to hold a public hearing to obtain citizen comment pursuant to federal law and adopt a resolution approving the City of Tempe Housing Authority's annual Public Housing Agency Plan for the fiscal year 2022-2023, approving the annual update of the City of Tempe Housing Authority Administrative Plan, and authorizing the housing manager to submit them to the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, or HUD. Is staff available to make a statement on this, or does anyone want to talk about this? Probably not. Pretty straightforward stuff. Madam Clerk, any comments received from the public or anyone wishing to address the board?
Nothing for this public hearing item, Mayor.
Okay, I will close the public hearing then. Council, any comments or discussion? All right, seeing none then, I'm going to look for a motion to adopt resolution number THAR 2022.01.
So moved.
Moved by Board Member Keating. Do I have a second?
Second.
Seconded by Board Member Adams. Please vote. Yep, absolutely. And Councilmember Adams
Yes?
and Board Member Drummond.
Yes.
And that item passes 8-0. That brings us to item number 6, adjournment. We are adjourned at 5:47 p.m. So we'll go ahead and switch over. Let's take like 3 minutes, whatever, and then we'll come back at 5:50 and we're going to resume the Human Services presentation.